Today we're tackling the second entry in Insomniac Spider-Man, Miles Morales. This game is a little gem. I enjoyed every minute of it, and its platinum is an easy and fun one to get. It took me roughly 21 hours to get it, and it wasn't too challenging at all, nor too grindy. The collectibles have a backstory to make it more interesting to go and get them. There are 49 trophies to collect, none online, and no difficulty associated trophy, but you will have to complete a new game plus though. The story being short and good, in all honesty, it was a breeze. For that platinum, we went through the story first, and did in all the collectibles we can so we can level up and unlock skills and gadgets along the way. I rarely rush through the story. I generally do things as they pop up, especially if you can gain perks from them, and explore the map, so I took my time to do all the side missions and just enjoy the game. In Miles Morales, all the collectibles appear on the map, so they are relatively easy to acquire along the way. And at the end, we unlock all the story, leveling up, and collectibles related trophies, as well as some gameplay and challenge one along the way just by playing the game. Once the story was done, we then revisited some challenges and areas to complete all the specific trophies, as well as completing all the districts, mainly for the crimes. I then went to replay the game with the New Game Plus, something I'm generally not a fan of, but this storyline being short enough and good enough, it didn't feel like a chore. And the fact that you don't have to play it on ultimate difficulty allows you to breeze through it and just enjoy it. But the fact that you can't skip cutscenes though, that was painful a bit sometimes, not gonna lie. Especially when the story is still fresh in your mind. And to finish it all up, we completed the last Miscellaneous / homage trophies to conclude this platinum hunt. So here we go. After watching a recap of Miles' journey, the story picks up with Miles still being in training with Pete in New York. And we're running through the intro segment with some fighting tutorial with some escaped prisoner, and soon enough we need to help Pete with Pit Boy Rhino. And at that point is where we can get our first missable trophy, like a rhino in a china shop, where we need to smash 15 breakable objects while steering Rhino. It's easy enough to do, making sure you run into signs and everything in front of you. And finishing that segment, you will also get your first story mission, Rhino Rodeo, by riding Rhino through the mall. And soon after, we get another unmissable trophy. Pete is going on holiday to Europe and leaves Miles in charge of protecting NY. As a parting gift, we receive a new suit, just so we don't look too dodgy on the streets, and for us, it's a trophy, a gift from Pete. In case we get bored, Pete's left us some homework or training to do all around the city. And we're introduced to the first combat challenge at that point. There are more challenges throughout the city, but more on that later. If you thought the city would be quiet in Pete's absence, think again. Soon enough, our best pal Genki called us and sent us to Rodson HQ, where some bad guys are breaking in. They light purple and are called the Underground for what we can gather. After cleaning the place and a hard day of work, we go back home for some wine dinner. We then receive a call to help a train worker putting back together the public transport system back on track. Once again, it's the Underground causing trouble. After defeating all of them, we get the trophy, the Harlem Express, for getting the trains running again. At this point, the Underground starts wreaking havoc, disturbing the peace and acting like bullies. Now they are trying to steal some new form that is being transported on a bridge. We learn that our high school bestie Finn is the Tinkerer, the leader of the Underground. She steals the new form, some kind of powerful weapon, before leaving us dealing with the damage. And that's when we get our next trophy, hanging by a thread, for keeping the bridge together, kind of. The next missions are all about investigating Finn's involvement and backstory with Rodson. Tracking a phone leads us to Rodson's lab. Once there, we destroy the core hidden in the basement, cause why not? And we get the next trophy, the core of the problem, for investigating the lab. As Miles, we then go back to Finn and tell her we want in the Underground. She doesn't know we are Spider-Man and kind of trusts us. What a fool. After investigating, we found that the new form isn't here, but there's a trophy nonetheless, through deception, for completing the vault sequence in the underground by being undercover. We go to the new location of the new form and try to steal it, but the Tinkerer has other plans, and we chase her around the city. To be honest, she hands her house back to us easily, and we reveal who we are so she pities us and don't kill us right away. And for that, we get a trophy, Velocity, for chasing the Tinkerer throughout the city. Later on, we end up again in the Redson's lab, where a new and improved Rhino waits for us, but he is no match of course, and we get the trophy Exploding Bulldozer for defeating the Rhino. Finn, aka the Tinkerer, is still on the loose. We're chasing her, but the Prowler, aka Uncle Aaron, has other plans. So we do it Thanksgiving style and fight with family. After winning, we get the trophy Family Drama for defeating him. Family problems out of the way, we track down Finn at the Oscorp Science Lab, and he brings back memories, so we go into flashback mode. There's a missable trophy here, where you need to beat Finns at the rocket launch minigame. Fairly easy, and we get the trophy Competitive Spirit for it. Once the flashback session is done, and we meet with Finn, we will get our next trophy, Shared History, for walking through the flashback. She leaves us with her henchman and runs away. From there, we have a lot of beating up to do, until we catch up to her once again for the final boss fight. At the end, we win, cause we're the best, and New York thanks us with the trophy, Ultimate Sacrifice, for saving Harlem. And now that the story is done, some new content is unlocked via Collectables strand, and we have a lot of cleanup to do. Thankfully, we did some of them during the playthrough. The side mission had us investigating crimes around the neighborhood, and got us the trophy Come at the King for unraveling a criminal conspiracy in Harlem. There are 4 collectible strands in Miles Morales. The first one is a time capsule, which gives you some Miles backstory, and getting them all grants you the trophy Urban Explorer. The underground have caches scattered around the city, with some tech that you can recover for the trophy. Some of them are hidden in the Rodsom's lab, and we get the Salvager trophy. Uncle Aaron sends you chasing some sons around for some mid-scene and family backstory between him and Miles' father. This one involves a minigame to locate the perfect sons to record. Nothing too hard really, and we get the trophy Deep Cuts. The post-story collectible is a sort of scavenger hunt for postcards around the city. Again, nothing too hard, and we get the trophy Memory Lane. For the leveling up and upgrades trophy, throughout the game you will be able to upgrade your suits and gadgets for some trophies. You will get Mod That Suit for crafting your first suit mode, and Look with Better Eyes for crafting a Visa mode. After crafting 10 upgrades, you will get the Kid Bash trophy. Getting all the suits will give you the trophy Ready for Anything, and unlocking all the skills by leveling up will grant you the Just the Beginning trophy. Remember Pete's trainings? Well, there are a bunch of trophy for those. For completing every spider training challenge once, we did the spider training trophy. Nothing too hard here really, as long as you complete them. And complete them will lead you to the final training and trophy, Pete's First Villains, for completing the final test and putting what you learn into action. There are 3 types of those training challenges: Traversal, Combat, and Stealth. And getting spectacular or better in one challenge of each category will grant you a trophy. Launch, Swing, and Dive for getting spectacular or better in a Traversal challenge. Punching Pixels for getting spectacular or better in a Combat challenge. And Dodging Light for getting spectacular or better in a Stealth challenge. There are a bunch of trophies to earn for cleaning up the city and completing everything. Under their nose for shutting down all the Rodson's lab, Underground Undone for shutting down all the underground hideout. 5-star review for completing all the FNSM app requests. And to round it up, once all the districts are cleaned up, you will get a new home for the 100% completion of all districts. While doing the cleanup, we also take care of some challenge trophies. Crime Master for completing all the bonus objectives for every crime tab, which is easy enough. You will get Never Say Come In for completing an enemy base without being detected. Again, not too hard with some stealth and Miles invisibility power. 100 combo, which is easy in one of Pete's combat training, the one where you have to avoid being hit. The 3 takedowns trophy can easily be done by completing Watson's lab. You will get Nowhere to Hide for performing 100 stealth takedown. From the Rafters for performing 25 ceiling takedowns. And Climbing the Walls for performing 25 wall takedowns. Other combat challenge you will probably get during normal gameplay, and they will have you defeat 50 enemies while camouflage for the Invisible Spider trophy. Defeat 50 enemies with Remote Mine Gadget for the Trap trophy. Defeat 100 enemies with Venom attacks for the Overcharge trophy. And there are 2 more specific ones. Up and Over that you will get after performing a Venom jump, then a Venom dash on a single enemy. And From Downtown for using Venom dash to throw an enemy into a group of 3 or more. Again, easily done in a lab or base where enemies are plentiful. For completing a New Game Plus, we did the Plus Plus trophy. I hate New Game Plus, but it's not too hard really. And the story is pretty short on this one, and I liked it. The rest of the trophies are miscellaneous. The only one that needs to be done at the end of the story is for the Socially Acceptable trophy, where you need to scroll to the entire social feed at the end of the story. You will get JJJ Would Be Proud for applying a sticker and customized lighting while in photo mode. I'm on a boat for riding the derelict boat in southern Chinatown, easily obtained while chasing the time capsule. Visiting Miles' father graves and paying your respect at the cemetery in Harlem will give you the Never Give Up trophy. And by paying respect to the man himself, you will get the Best Fries in Town trophy. And for us, the Platinum. Be yourself. Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales is just a great Platinum experience. Even if I resent New Game Plus, I didn't suffer with this one. All the challenges and cleanup trophies aren't overstaying their welcome, and having some backstory tied up to them makes them fun and engaging. Spider-Man Miles Morales struck a perfect balance in my book, between length, challenge, diversity, and side activities. The story is good, the gameplay is engaging and fun, and after finishing the game, you feel satisfied. I highly recommend it. So with that, that's another Platinum in the collection. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more Platinum Hunt on the channel. Until next time, see ya.